Okay.
Hi, how you doing? I wanted to spend a little time talking about benefits. Basically, the issue is, and I hope this is sort of where you're coming from, is the question you're going to ask yourself at some point is, how do you personally benefit from the Power Partnership Program, POP? Some people think that that's a bit of a selfish point of view. I personally don't think it is. Why would you want to invest some of your time, your energy, your resources in a program that's not going to get you some immediate benefits? So make sure that you're comfortable with our perspective. Our perspective is that this site, POP, is here for your benefit, and unless we can deliver the goods, unless we can make some difference in your life, a little bit, a lot, there's really no point in you investing your time and energy on this site. So I want to spend some time today to go through a few points that make some sense to me. I'll run through them. Once again, it's an issue of investing your time. If you hear some things that make some sense to you, then obviously you're going to continue. If not, you didn't pay for the program. We've talked about that before. So that sort of pressure's off. Now it's a situation of saying, okay, I've got this program in front of me. I've downloaded it. Hopefully you have. Now do I want to spend time investigating it farther? And the point of this short video today is to say, fine, I think we've got 8 points today I'm going to talk about. And out of those 8 points, I would hope that 3, 4, maybe 5, 6 of those points make some sense to you. So I'm going to go through them quickly, talk about them briefly, and hopefully at the end of this video you've got some more reasons to spend some time, invest some time on this site. The first benefit I want to talk about, well, number one, improve your quality of life. That's a fairly far-reaching statement, and it might sound like we have some sort of impression that we've discovered the secret formula for instantly improving somebody's life. That's not the case. I've been at this for more than 30 years, and I've learned quite a few things. One of the things I've learned is that it's impossible for me to know exactly what's going to make a difference in your life. So when I make a statement that we're going to improve your quality of life overall, I'm saying, based on my experience, 30 years, you're going to find things in POP that are going to make a profound positive impact in your life. I wish I could tell you that you could go to this chapter, read that paragraph, and you're instantly going to be empowered, enriched, lead a better life. Once again, I can't say that. What I can say is that if you invest some of your time, go through the program, you are going to find things that are going to impact you personally, that are going to make a huge difference to your life. A couple of things that I think I might want to bring up now is that we're not talking about quantity, we're talking about quality. I reversed them there. This isn't a matter of you necessarily accomplishing a lot more things in life. This is a matter of you accomplishing the things that are most important to you. And I think you'll find that that's what POP can bring to your life. We can help you cut through the clutter, clear the decks, and spend more of your time on accomplishing more of the important things that are important to you. And I think you're going to find that POP helps out a lot in that regard. We want you to be the windshield, not the bug of life, which is one of the examples that we have in the program. Another example that I think you might find worthwhile is that we want you to become a driver, not a passenger. Have a plan, work your plan, develop an agenda, make sure your agenda is the one that takes place on a day-to-day basis. Those are the ways that you're going to find that you're going to have a positive impact in your life. Benefit number 2, lead a more stress-free, enriched life. Our definition of enriched is obviously the fullest life possible. Stress-free. Stress is a very, very debilitating condition or environment that we find ourselves in. POP addresses that. We spend a considerable amount of time throughout the whole program finding ways that you're going to have a more stress-free life, and a life where you're going to learn to be able to prevent stress from entering your life. My experience is that stress is not something that basically happens to us. Stress is something that we allow to happen to us. It's something that we allow into our lives. And if we spend our time organizing ourselves, organizing our time, our energy, our resources, to prevent circumstances that we know in advance that are going to be stressful to us, then obviously we prevented that from happening. And I think you're going to find that when you go through the program, 95% of the stress that we allow to enter into our lives is stress that's preventable. If you have a plan, work that plan, organize your days, organize your tasks, your priorities, you're going to find that a lot of stress that you've allowed to enter into your lives is just not going to be an issue in the future, and you can look forward to POP becoming a large tool that's going to give you the systems and the policies to prevent that from happening in the future. We're pretty proud of the fact that POP goes a long way in giving people the tools to make stress not something that you can eliminate entirely, because that's just not practical. But when we're looking at 80, 85, 90% less stress in your lives, I think you're going to be happy that you put in the time and the effort to investigate what POP has to offer in that regard. Benefit number 3, empowering you to accomplish more. I think we've all heard the expression, enabling you to do more in less time, and I think that's the goal of all of us. Is that a reality? Can we actually learn to do more things in less time or the same amount of time? And I've always been a little bit uncomfortable with that, because it just sort of smacks a little bit of a kind of a scam situation. There's a lot of them out there on the internet. But when I take a look at what we've got to offer, I take a look at the people that have gone through our seminars and workshops. My feedback from those people, and obviously my personal experience, is there's no question, organize yourself, properly plan. You can accomplish more in less time. You can accomplish more in less time by clearing the decks. And when I say clear the decks, make sure that when you get up each day, what you spend your time on that day is going to be directly focused, drilled down to the activities and the tasks that you do that day. Not the days in the future, not the days behind you, but if you can learn to spend and focus all of your time, energy, and resources on a day-to-day basis to the tasks that are most important to you that day, you're going to find that you get a lot more done, and in fact, you can accomplish more in less time. As I say that, I'm always, in the back of my mind, I always have this little bit of caution light that goes on, is to make sure that this is not some sort of, I'll use the word scam because there's a lot out there. POP is not a situation where you're going to wake up one day and mysteriously be able to do 15 things that you could only do 10 the day before. That's not going to happen. Not promising that. That's not reality. What you're going to be able to do, if you spend some time, organize yourself properly, follow the program, you are going to be able to accomplish more each day, less stress, accomplish more, and more importantly, and I'll address this later, it's not so much can you accomplish more, but can you accomplish the key priorities that are going to move you forward. That really is at the bottom of this. Quantity is important, quality is even more important. Can you get the key priorities that you want done that's going to move you, your agenda, your plan forward? POP will make that happen for you. Caution though, some time, some effort. This is not I'm going to wake up tomorrow and all of a sudden be that much more effective. Okay, let's keep reality in front of us, but it's important to know that these are benefits that are out there for you. We can help you work on these issues. Benefit number 4, POP makes you a better trader. Now this is a term that we use, it's sort of an internal term. What we mean by making you a better trader: getting better results, becoming happier, more enriched, more empowered. These are all important words. These are not just words to us, these are realities. To make those things happen, you've got to be able to take blocks of time, energy, and resources and trade those for blocks that are going to give you even more results. At the same time, it's a matter of moving up, moving down the scale. What's going to give me a better return on my investment? If I take this hour of time and trade it for that hour of time, what's going to be my net result? And when you become better at knowing how to trade up, down, how to exclude and chop what may not be the most important tasks for higher, more priority tasks, that's becoming a better trader. And when you hear that term on our website, in POP, becoming a better trader is being able to make better decisions, more informed decisions. It's getting up in the morning and knowing that, okay, I have a clear picture, a clear understanding of what's before me today, based on my planning, my organizing, prioritizing, using my Triple L Power Living Life List. These are all tools that if you use them properly, they're going to benefit you. And really it's a matter of deciding today, do I want to do priority A, priority B, priority C, and throwing them up and saying, okay, this is where I should spend my time. Even though I may want to do 2 and 3, number 1 is the most important. Then I'll do number 2, number 3. And we delve into that to a great deal, a great extent on POP. It's what we call an irrefutable. It's crucial, and it's something that we really push hard. And obviously I'm hoping that as you go through the program, you start to accept that and say, okay, I can see how this makes sense for me. I can see how this is going to impact my life. If I take this tool and implement it into my life, this is where I can see myself benefiting highly. So becoming a better trader is something that you want to pay attention to, sort of jot it down, keep it to the side and say, okay, every time I see that, how does it impact me? How does it make my life better? How do I become happier, more fulfilled, more enrichment? Does it impact me positively? And hopefully the answer is yes. Now you start to introduce it into your life.